In this video, we see dialysis patients get shortness of breath, or dyspnea, which is a common symptom experienced by patients with kidney failure, especially those in advanced stages of chronic kidney disease or acute kidney injury. This condition can result from various factors directly or indirectly related to kidney dysfunction. In this response, we will explore the reasons behind shortness of breath in kidney failure patients and discuss preventive treatments. One of the most common causes of shortness of breath in kidney failure is fluid retention, which occurs when the kidneys are no longer able to effectively excrete excess fluid. This leads to fluid accumulation in various parts of the body, including the lungs. Pulmonary edema is a condition where fluid fills the air sacs of the lungs, making breathing difficult. It often occurs in patients with end-stage renal disease who may have restricted kidney function. This excess fluid can cause the lungs to become congested, impairing gas exchange and leading to breathlessness. Anemia, a common complication in kidney failure, occurs when the kidneys fail to produce enough erythropoietin, a hormone responsible for stimulating red blood cell production in the bone marrow. The resultant low red blood cell count decreases the blood's ability to carry oxygen throughout the body. When the tissues are oxygen deprived, the body compensates by increasing the breathing rate, which can result in shortness of breath. Kidney failure can lead to metabolic acidosis, where there is an accumulation of acids in the bloodstream due to the kidney's inability to excrete hydrogen ions and regulate bicarbonate levels. The body tries to compensate for this acid buildup by increasing the respiratory rate to expel carbon dioxide. This increased breathing rate can lead to a feeling of shortness of breath. Kidney failure often leads to changes in heart function. Conditions like uremic cardiomyopathy or hypertension due to fluid overload can affect the heart's ability to pump blood efficiently. Reduced cardiac output may not meet the oxygen demands of the body, which can result in shortness of breath, particularly during physical exertion. Kidney failure patients are at a higher risk of infections due to both weakened immunity and the frequent use of invasive procedures like dialysis. Pulmonary infections, such as pneumonia or bronchitis, can further complicate breathing and lead to a sensation of shortness of breath. To address fluid retention and pulmonary edema, diuretics are commonly used in kidney failure patients. These medications help the kidneys excrete excess fluid, thereby reducing the buildup in the lungs and alleviating symptoms of shortness of breath. Additionally, patients should monitor their fluid intake to avoid excessive consumption, which can exacerbate fluid retention. Treatment of anemia in kidney failure typically involves erythropoiesis-stimulating agents, which stimulate the bone marrow to produce more red blood cells. Iron supplementation may also be necessary, either orally or intravenously, to support red blood cell production. By increasing the oxygen-carrying capacity of the blood, these treatments help reduce. Oral bicarbonate supplements can help neutralize excess acids in the blood. By restoring the acid-base balance, this can reduce the body's need to compensate by increasing the respiratory rate, thereby improving shortness of breath. Dialysis is a critical treatment for patients with kidney failure, especially those with end-stage renal disease. It helps remove waste products, excess fluid, and toxins from the bloodstream, which can directly address the causes of fluid overload and metabolic imbalance. Peritoneal dialysis or hemodialysis can improve kidney receptor blockers, are commonly used to manage hypertension and reduce the workload on the heart. Additionally, medications like beta blockers may help improve cardiac function, thus preventing cardiovascular-related shortness of breath. To prevent pulmonary infections, kidney failure patients should receive vaccinations and be closely monitored for signs of respiratory infections. Prompt treatment of any infection with antibiotics is critical to prevent complications like pneumonia, which can worsen shortness of breath. For patients experiencing significant shortness of breath, oxygen therapy may be prescribed to ensure adequate oxygen levels in the blood. Supplemental oxygen can help ease the strain on the respiratory system and reduce the discomfort associated with dyspnea.